Hello YouTube. Welcome to another live video. Sorry guys, I'm just going to get everything started up here. Now I was just finishing work. Hope you love the Christmas sort of shirt, with pumping out now at work, which is really cool. I actually quite like this one. The fitting is a little weird though. Just going to get a couple of things up because there's something I want to talk about. Those of you who've probably read the title of this video will already know what we're about to talk about. So please bear with me for 2 seconds. If you're in the chat, let me know if you can hear me. I'm just going to get into the live control room so I can see everything here. Apologize guys, so let me know if you can hear me well, if you can see me well. If I have to change the camera or anything like that, please let us know. But yeah, judging by the title, if you guys already know what we're going to be talking about, we're not receiving data, blah blah blah, that's okay. Yeah, so pretty much just finished work, hence the Christmas shirt. Say hello if you can hear me. Please let me know. I'm not too sure if this is going out live or anything like. Oh, g'day Damo. There we are, Denny. Hi. So pretty much what I want to talk about today is I was going through my YouTube comments because I wanted to do a live video because obviously that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to answer your questions. When you ask me a question, I want to do it live on YouTube. So pretty much what I'll be talking about is someone Cherry Blossom, I don't know her name exactly, sent me a message saying, how many items, because she listed about 20 items, how many items do I need to list to start making money on eBay? Now, those of you who are veteran sellers and whatnot, those of you who've been selling on eBay for a while will understand that, there's multiple variables that come into place when making money on eBay. And ultimately, how many items you need to make money on eBay? One. It's literally the first item. If you're not listing anything on eBay, then you're not selling it, so you're not making money. So how many items you need to list to start making money on eBay? Honestly, what do you have around the house? What have you got in inventory? Start listing up. There's no amount for you to start making money, if that makes sense. So like if you buy something for 5, you sell it for 50. After fees and shipping, you make 20. You've made money. So honestly, if you're looking, and I believe in regards to this question, is that, how many items do you need to list to start making consistent money, consistent cash flow? Now, in saying that, it comes down to, what are you selling? And what are you selling it at? How's your store look and everything like that? And who's your target market? But which most of us should be in a general sort of store. So for me personally, when I started seeing consistent sales, it was when I hit the 500 item mark. Now, I'll just turn this camera, sorry, it's a bit bright there with the light. There we are. Hopefully you guys can see me a lot better here. So when I started hitting consistent sales on my eBay store was when I hit the 500 item mark. Now, I had a whole variety of different items that I was selling, which was really good because, one day I'd sell a tie, the other day I'd sell jeans, the other day I'd sell a game, so on and so forth. So once you hit around the 500 item mark on your store, you'll start to see more consistent sales. But then it comes down, there are people who are selling on eBay who only sell in a niche market. Now you have to understand, if you're just selling jewelry, if you're just selling jeans, your sales consistency is going to vary because you're looking for a certain person or someone looking, you're looking for someone to purchase that item. So, not everyone's going to be looking for jeans, not everyone's going to be looking for a necklace or something. So you really have to put that into account. And that's why I believe, not putting your eggs into one basket and having a store that has a variety of items. Once you hit that 500 mark, you'll start to see the consistent sales. Hello, Beck. Hope you're having a fantastic day. If you like this video and if you like this live, guys, don't forget to smash the like button too. If you have any questions as well you'd like me to answer, don't hesitate to put them in the comments below and I can answer them in this live as well. But I will be answering this question first, just to get the ball rolling on the video. So pretty much, if you're looking to make eBay a full-time gig, I'm not at that stage yet. I know I will be next year. You'll probably be looking at 1,000 plus, at the stage you probably want to open up a second store because you can open up a second store and have, it'll end up being cheaper for you. I know Brad from 2 Aussie Thrifters, he has a second store And you have 1,000 items in your one. I'm not too sure. I can't remember off the top of my head of how many items you get for the 20 for the basic store rate. But you definitely want to upgrade to the next level if you want to go full time. And then you list up to the max, and then you can open up a second store if you wanted to. But I'm not going to go fully into that because I'm not at that stage yet, so I can't give advice on something that I'm not actually at yet. But for me, as a part-time reseller, pretty much almost going to be matching what I'm earning from Big W. You want to have around the 500 to 600 item mark, and you want to keep it consistent. It comes down to consistency, guys. So I'm just going to quickly read what Beck was saying here. Denny's saying, "G'day, Beck. I've got so close to 500 for weeks, but just can't get there." Yes, get so close and it keeps selling. See, that's way back then. That's actually one of the complaints I had. I really wanted to get over 500 listings, but for some reason, once you get close to 500 and you're about to hit 500 or even hit 500, for some reason, people just keep buying. And you'll notice that a lot in your stores. Once you hit that 500 mark, for some reason, you struggle. You really struggle to hit that 500 mark or even get over it. I was so happy when I got over it, and I've noticed that my sales even increased even further. And then to get to 600, when you try to get to that mark, for some reason, it is a real struggle. Brad, mate, how you going? You can definitely shed some light on this. I'm answering a question on YouTube when I was scrolling through the comments with how many items do you need a list to have consistent sales. I answered at the start because they asked how many items do you need a list to start making money, and I said honestly one, because obviously once you start listing items, that item will sell and then you've made money. But you could definitely answer this with your second store and everything like that. Having a basic account, it'd probably be more beneficial to upgrade your first store and then start a second store after that, not go to the couple of hundred. I know there's the professional eBay store, which is like a couple of $100 or whatever it is a month, where I think it's more beneficial just to upgrade the first one and then start a second one or something like that. But that's, you could probably definitely do that. 100% all depends on what you're selling. Yes, and that's what I said at the start too. Is you really want to, especially if you're starting out and you're looking to make consistent sales, is definitely have a variety of items in your store. Don't just stick with one niche market. You really want to expand and see what works for you. Because the craziest thing is when I did my what sold video, a few people were saying, I'm selling jeans, what am I doing wrong? And I got some messages, hey, I see you're selling jeans, I've got jeans on there, what's going on? And the thing is that a lot of the times nothing's wrong. Nothing is wrong with what they're doing. It's just, I'm just selling them and you're not. It could also be sizing, it could be the photo or anything like that. We have a feature store, mid 2,200 listings. Yep. So, the personal account obviously is the one you were starting up way back then. But yeah, 2,200 items is insane. Once you get to that level, guys, that Two Aussie Thrifters is at, with 2,200 items, you'll definitely see consistent sales, especially if you have a broad array of items, ties, jeans. Like, don't get me wrong, with the glitches and everything, things that happen in eBay, there might be a day you make no sales. You're kind of like, hey, I've got a couple of thousand items in my store and I haven't sold anything. What the hell? That happens. But you really got to stay consistent, and you just got to keep listing. That's the biggest thing. I used to believe that I have all these items in my store, I don't need a list, it'll be fine. That was partially true until my store got crippled where I wasn't listing and I started making no sales. So if you want to make consistent sales on eBay, you have to keep listing every single day, and just one item. If you can list one item a day and just turn that over, you'll make money. Oh, let's just have a look in the chat. So Denny, Brad, and Becca in the chat. So pretty much that's ultimately it in regards to that question with, how many items do I need to list to start making money? It literally comes down to one. You have to list that first item. If you have 20 items, that's fine. You've got to look at, then why am I not selling these items? That comes down to a whole another topic, is that, is your listings up to standards? Are your photos great? Are your descriptions, your titles, are you pricing it accordingly? So that's a whole another topic in itself. But for how many items you need to list to start making money? It's one item, but then you just go from there. That's the advice I'd give you. But I'd get to 500. If you can get to 500, you'll see consistent sales. If you're in a variety store and you have the appropriate items. So I'm just going to end this video here, guys. Thank you so much, Brad, Denny, and Beck for popping in saying hi. I know it was a bit random. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and hit the bell notification so you stay notified on when I go live randomly, because it is literally random. I literally just got home from work, hence the Hawaiian style Santa Claus shirt. But I wanted to have a chat on YouTube and say hello to everyone and explain some of the questions that I've been receiving. Oh, Ramil, hi. What is the cheapest way to post CDs, DVDs, and books? In Australia, I personally use a small satchel. It depends on the size of the book. DVDs and that I don't actually sell myself, but $7.55 is what I would do personally for my store. When I was going to send something, I'd bubble wrap it and then send it away in a $7.55 if it's under 500 grams. Nice shirt. Yeah. This is actually a work shirt, but they're handing it out, and I quite like it. It's very floral. Fair enough, Denny. Good to have so many options for income. Yeah, 100%. You definitely need to diversify your sources of income too, because, like myself, believe it or not, I actually have three sources of income, and I want to get about 6 or 7 different sources of income. Small padded envelope works. Yep, 100%. Small padded envelopes for a DVD. I have heard a couple of people say that. Any luck on the Brad? Any advice? Hey, Jazz. But yeah, guys, I'm just going to leave this here because I want to keep these nice and short, straight to the point. Is if you want to start making money, how many items you need to list? You need to start with 1, but try and get to 500. Use that 1 item, reinvest it, and the biggest thing is if you want to make consistent sales and consistent money, you need to reinvest in your business. So that's it in a nutshell, guys. Get to 500, see how you go. I'm gonna leave this here. Sorry, Rod, you just left it last minute, but sorry, mate. I'll talk to you all later. And yeah, if you have any other questions, or if you have a question that you would like for me to answer on a live, and I'll do it nice, short, and sweet, let us know. Send me a message on Instagram. All the links will be down below once I finish editing this live stream. Take care, guys. Have a good one. See you later.